Hey friends, it's Monday night. It's Lee with a Turquoise Valentine, and we're gonna do some painting. So this is a little different view because I've got to be able to turn my camera down. So I'm just trying to get you pulled up on my laptop so I can see comments when the camera's down. So, hey, there's some people hopping on. Yay! We're gonna paint. We're gonna paint. I don't know if I've ever done this on my main page before. Hang on, I'm just pulling me up on my laptop. Hey, Arlene. Hey, Luann and Melanie. Let's see. Getting it pulled up on my laptop so I can see the comments. Hey, Lenora. Hey, Barb. Yay, there's my comments. And I'm hoping my internet is not going to cut out tonight like it did Saturday night. Oh, that was such a pain. So, hey, Mom. Hey, Colin. Hey, Mom. Hey, Katie. We're going to paint this little pumpkin. I know everybody's asked, please show us how to paint the flowers and paint the pumpkin and all the things. So this is what I'm going to show you how to do it. Hey, Sandra and Lori. And I'm going to go ahead and start base coating my, oh, Donna, you have yours on? Yay! This is Dollar Tree 8x10, okay? So I'm just going to start, while I'm saying hey, I'm going to go ahead and put my black on. You don't have to put black on, but I'm going to. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Tammy. Thank you, Teresa. So y'all are like really up close tonight, but I'm going to turn the camera down and flip it and all that stuff so y'all can see. Hey, Suzanne. I've not ever done this, I don't think, on my page. Hey, Mary, I'm good. So, hey, Vicky. Yay, yes, everybody wants to know how to paint these flowers and this pumpkin. So I'm going to just go ahead and give my coat, give my canvas a coat of paint. Give my coat a canvas. Hey, Pam. Hey, Delina from Alabama. She's my neighbor. I'm in Mississippi and you're in Alabama. We are twin state friends. So, yeah, I got my laptop up. You want to be able to paint this, I just saw. I think the comments are a lot faster on my computer than they are on my phone. It's really strange. Really, really strange. So, I am just, Judy, I'm going to teach you. So, y'all can always come back to this video and watch. After I posted the picture today, I had several people message me and said, please teach that. So I'm going to do it tonight. Rose, it's not hard. You just have to break it down into steps, okay? So don't let the entire picture intimidate you. You just need to break it down into basic shapes. Hey, Linda. Yay, Tina. I'm glad y'all are excited. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous because I've never done this like on my main page before. I've done it in groups and had painting classes and stuff. So I'm super nervous to do it on the main page. Hey, Debbie. Yay. Hey, Kim. I'm glad y'all are excited and going to watch. It's not as hard as you think, so don't start off and go, I can't do that. Yes, you can. I promise you can. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Karen and Julie. I'm just painting my little 8x10. I'm just giving it a coat of black. And we're going to let that dry while I'm saying hey to everybody. And I've got something in my paint. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you. If I would stay strict on it, it'd probably go, my diet would probably go a lot faster, but you know, we have to live a little too, so can't always just be dieting. So I've cheated a little here and there. And the last few weeks has been bad. Oh, Jan, you like my shirt? Jan, I emailed you about your subscription box. It came back to me. Please message me so I can get it to you. I bet the email went to spam, so... But just message me and I'll get with you. Melanie, thank you. I'm glad y'all have faith in me because I'm kind of nervous about it. I don't do this a lot. And I've done it in painting classes. But I'm just hoping that Facebook's going to cooperate and I'll get to turn my phone down. Oh, hey, Kelly. Yes, I'm going to do the pumpkin. You like to watch me paint? This is super. I'm telling you, it's not as hard as it looks, okay? So y'all just bear with me and don't Don't say I can't, because you can, and I'm gonna break it down and show you how to do it. Oh, you can tell how thin my face is. Thank you, Marcedia. I'll take that as a compliment any day. Plus, with the camera being up at an angle, and when you look down, you know, it makes you look thinner. So, but I'm gonna turn the camera down in a minute, and this is gonna be this is gonna be one of those lives too. I'm trying to make my paint stretch without having to get more. To where I have my laptop up with comments, so I'm going to be painting, so it's going to be hard for me to read a lot of the comments, so don't get offended if I don't say hey or anything like that. Judy, I've seen where people say they have black canvases at Dollar Tree. I've never seen them. But, so I'm just giving this one a good black coat. It probably really needs to be 2, but we will see. I'm going to let it dry. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Diane. Hey, Cindy. It's easy to see the comments from here because it's like closer. My shirt, it says Pinktober. It came from Beware. It's their Pinktober breast cancer awareness shirt. Their Christmas, y'all, comes out Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, the 1st of November. And I am so excited because I'm going to be click, click, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. I can't wait to see their Christmas designs, which I saw a sneak peek on one of their little videos, and I was like, oh my goodness. It all looks super cute, and I can't wait till they release it. Okay, it's almost dry. I'm not going to put this in my water because I don't want to dirty my water up right from the beginning. Marcia, I'm going to paint this. We are painting this beautiful pumpkin with the flowers on top. I'm going to break it down for you and show you how simple this is. Tina, you're not tardy. I'm just putting a base coat on my thing. Hey, Joe, thank you. We're going to paint this. I'm going to show you how to do it. A lot of people have asked since I painted it. I just painted it for fun one day. And a lot of people have asked. This canvas is 8 by 10. It's just a Dollar Tree. I'm just going to wrap this in my baby wipe. And then I'll put it in water later because I don't want to dirty up my water like right off the bat and make it black. So I'm using my paint puck, my little water thing. I got that out. I got another jar of water because I'm probably going to need a bunch. The website is the letter B and then wear.com. Hobby Lobby has black canvases. They do. This is just a Dollar Tree one. Doesn't have to be fancy. It can even be one of those. This one is actually on one of those boards. So you see, it's not even a canvas. Oh, Tanya, yay, 9-year survivor. Awesome for you. Marcia, it's not. I promise. It just looks like that. So I like to paint wet on wet, which means when I do my shading, I use white and it blends automatically and you get this shading. Some people don't do wet on wet. I like the paint to be wet. You can blend it. Excuse me, y'all, my nose is going to itch, of course. Pink pumpkin, awesome. Yay. Y'all, my nose. Ooh. Yes, Tammy, I can't wait till they put them out. I'm just getting this good and dry. Y'all see I got my earrings on too, my little breast cancer awareness earrings. I'm ready to go. I can see the comments way faster on my laptop. Kansas City in the house. You have the same paint puck. Yes, I like it. I don't break it out as much as I need to. But I like it because it's got those little nibs in the bottom. Get your paint brushes clean. I'm just getting this real dry, y'all. Yeah, Deb, I've had it a while. I don't use it nearly as much. You know, I have my Old Faithful jar. So anyway. Oh, good, Judy. So you go on the 31st. All right, so I'm getting this dry. And let me wipe my fingers off because I got black paint on my fingers. Oh, I look pretty in my pink. I love this shirt. And it has like glitter in the little, some of the little places that's in the ink, and it's really pretty. You can paint like this, Tanya. You can. And we're going to do it. We're going to try. I'm real nervous about it because usually I just paint by myself. So I did this one, and then this one is the metallic one. And you can't really appreciate the metallic on the camera. It's really, really pretty. It's the gold and the copper and all those colors. But I did the pink one first, and then I did this one. So I thought, ooh, it'd be pretty in the metallic. So this is what we're doing. And I'm going to turn the camera down in just a second. So if I don't see your comment, don't get upset because I got my laptop up, but I'm going to try to be painting and try to watch comments, you know, one eye's on here and one eye's over there. So we're going to see. Okay, so are y'all ready? So what you're going to need is I have a bunch of paint out here on my table. I'm going to do the flowers and the pumpkin. Like, see how the flowers are pink and the pumpkin's pink? And then these are kind of an orangey, peachy color. These, we're going to do purple instead on this one. I want to do a little different. So anyway, so we'll see. All right, so we're going to get started. Y'all, I'm nervous. I'm real nervous about this. So if you are like a professional painter person, I am self-taught. I just see something and go, oh, I'm going to paint this, and I just do it, okay? So I'm just kind of self-taught. I just paint, okay? Christy, I got it from their site. It's called Paint Puck. I don't know if you can see that. P-U-C-K, Paint, P-U-C-K, Puck. It all comes apart. Like, you have this clear cylinder, and then this is silicone, and this is silicone, and it all will come apart so you can clean it really well. But it's got the little nibs that your brush, you know, clean your brush off, and it holds your brush and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Teresa. Oh, you're excited for this? I hope so. I hope it turns out as good as that one does, because you know how it is. Sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to see. So I'm going to, it's already flipped. So I'm going, let's see if it'll let me flip it again. And flip you upside down. My friend Cindy does this all the time, so I'm going to try to see if I can get you there. Okay, there. All right, there. Now you can see my shirt real up close. It's got glitter in it. Anyway, don't be nervous. Okay, so I'm going to try. So this is a just a little, it's called charcoal white. I hope y'all can y'all read it? Is it straight or is it backwards? Let me see. I may have to flip it again. I'm looking at my laptop for it to catch up with me. Oh, it is backwards. Why is it backwards? Now, y'all can read that. Okay, I flipped it. So this is right, this is left. Okay, gotcha. It's weird, y'all. I'm telling you, it's weird. When you work with the flipping of the camera, it is bizarre. Okay, Janet, just message me, okay, about your earring. Okay. Now, so y'all can see. So, you're going to take, you can use chalk, but this is just called charcoal white. But you can use chalk or whatever. So, that's your friend, because if you mess up, you can wipe it away really easy. So, the first part we're going to do is, I'm going to put this up in front of me so I can see it. Hold on. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is you're going to draw like an oval shape in the middle, okay? So you're just going to kind of sketch out where we're going to paint, because we're going to cover this up. All right, so there's my little oval. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to draw like a weird looking parenthesis, kind of like that, okay? And then same thing over here. You're just going to come over here and you're going to draw another one. Kind of looks like Dumbo or something. Maryland, the pencil, you can get them at Hobby Lobby. It's called Generals. That's the name brand. And then it's charcoal white. But you can use chalk. It's just as good. Okay, so I've got my outline of my pumpkin. Now, we don't have to stay in these lines. It's just like a guide. Now, if you want to be super fancy, you could cake them back here and do you some back here, okay? If you want to be super fancy like this. And then the stem's going to come out of the middle. But we'll get to all that later. So, but you don't have to draw these if you don't want to. If you want to just do the 3, you can just do the 3, okay? So I'm going to, let's see, what color am I going to use? I'm not using the same colors I used on the original. I think I'm on, because I really don't even know what I used. Trying to see. This is called Pink Polish. I think I am going to use, this is called Carousel Pink. It's a brand new color for me. I just bought it. Hey Janice. Yeah, he's got real big ears. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, I'm putting my paint over here on my fancy paper plate. Is I'm gonna just kind of fill this in with paint first. Let's see, what kind of brush am I gonna use? Just I'm too big. No, that's, I don't know. Y'all got all these brushes out here. And let's see what I want to use. I'm gonna use this flat. I'm just gonna use a flat because we're just basically gonna fill it in. Because we're covering up black, and y'all know it's gonna take a little bit. I don't know what is wrong with that brush, but it is not, it's something on the bristles. No telling. That's way too big. Hold on. So I'm just going to kind of use those lines as a guideline. And I just got some on my canvas, but it's okay. Because we are covering up the black, and it's going to take it a little bit. But I just love the black background, okay? So I'm going to try to be looking at comments, guys. I'm trying. But I got to paint too. So you're just going to kind of fill in your little chalk lines and kind of go over the chalk line a little bit. That way we covered them up, okay? If you don't like what you drew, then just get you a wet paper towel and kind of wipe them away and start over, okay? So right now I'm just basically filling in all of this. All of my pumpkin. And I know everybody's kind of on to Christmas, but, you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Hey, Rhonda. And we want to, you know, be aware of that because it's important that you go get your mammogram, okay? I had a scare last year, so it's really scary. And there's lots of people that have, that are survivors that are on here. So they'll tell you that it's very important that you go and get your mammogram, okay? So let October be your reminder, oh, I got to call and get my mammogram scheduled. All right, so if you want to be fancy and you want to do these other little humps back here, kind of like this is the center and that's kind of the ones we're seeing in the background. You don't have to do these. I'm just doing them because basically the flowers are going to cover them up. So I'm just doing my little pumpkins in the back. So now we got to kind of let this all dry. I know it looks weird right now, but you know, you got to go through this ugly phase before you get to the pretty phase. So don't get to the ugly stage and go, oh, this don't look good, and throw it away. Just keep going. All right, I'm just kind of smoothing all this out, and I'm going to kind of let it dry. Oh, Janice, your sister, yeah, breast cancer survivor. Oh, is it Elena? She is a 20-year survivor. That's awesome. Yay. Hey, Vanessa with I'll Be Crafty. Yes, my grandmother, I lost my mother's mother to breast cancer. So yeah, it's kind of a near and dear to my heart. Plus, I'm a mammography tech as well. I took my class, my test for that after x-ray school, and I did mammograms for a little while. But I had a scare last year. Luckily, it was nothing. I had genetic testing done a couple of months ago, and it was negative, so that was great. Oh, Lynn is 23 years. Wow. Oh, no, Lynn, goodness. Teresa's 9 years. 10 years, Joy is. Carolyn's a survivor. Wow, Sandy. So, see, if you haven't scheduled your mammogram, you got to go do your mammogram, okay? Tomorrow you call and say, I need to schedule my mammogram. All right, so I'm going to go over it one more time just because y'all know it's the black and we got to cover this black up, okay? Right now it's ugly, but we're going to get there. And like I said, normally I paint by myself, so it's kind of weird. Lori's done mammograms for 28 years. Yes, I did them for a little while. I learned on the Stereotactic breast biopsy machine also when it first came out. And I trained on that machine. And now it's come so far, a long ways, and they can detect the slightest little change and all that stuff. And so just go have it done. It's not fun and it's not, you know, but it's not nothing you can't make it through. So yeah, right now we have this big pink ball on the canvas. But I promise you it's going to be pretty. We just got to cover up the black. I just like the black background. And you could definitely just paint black around your pumpkin if you wanted to, but I just like to have something on the canvas before I start. Kind of preps the canvas a little bit. That's just me. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. Oak Trellis is next month. Did yours last Thursday. Good, Patty. Oh no, lost her battle last, oh goodness, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, Susan, they found yours on ultrasound. Awesome. Tammy had hers last month. Hey, Lynn. Lynn is new, first time here. I usually don't paint Lynn. This is not what I normally do, but I did this painting. Where'd it go? Oh, sitting in front of me. Hello. I did this painting about a month or so ago on my own time, and everybody wanted to know how I did it. And then I posted it again this morning for breast cancer awareness, and so I'm gonna do it tonight because everybody's asked. 2 weeks ago and got all clear. Good. Just keep going. Every year you need to go have it done, okay? If you're over, what, 40, 45? They may have changed it. I don't know. Okay. So, now I'm gonna add a little white to my carousel pink, but you can choose whatever color you want to, okay? This is strictly up to you. This is your painting. You do what you want to do. But when I talk about wet on wet, I'm gonna go over it one more time. And if the background wasn't black, I wouldn't have to go over it so many times. Okay? All right. Oop, I just dipped it in the white on accident. So I'm gonna come over here and kind of do the same thing and get all of this coated one more time real quickly. So a lot of people like to shade, you know, in between. They shade with a darker color or a lighter color or whatever. I like wet on wet. And what that means is you shade while the paint's still wet. So I basically dip my paintbrush in a little white and have that pink on there. So I'm gonna come right here and I kind of just let it do its thing. So if I think it's too light, I'll just come back in and I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna come over here and we're just gonna kind of accent the sides a little bit, make that a little bit lighter. And then I'm just gonna come in and get a little bit more white. And then I'm just gonna we're gonna accent those little, you know, ribs on our pumpkin, okay? Okay, I'm just trying to read a little bit, y'all. So then I'll get a little more pink, kind of go back in. If I feel like I need a little more white, I'll just, see how it just kind of gives it that natural little shine there? So you just kind of, I just keep kind of adding pink, adding white till I get it to where I like it. And it all looks blended. Does that make sense? So you got the sense of having those little ribs or whatever. All right. I'm trying to look because it has a glare on it from this light, so I'm trying to see where I need to be. So just add a little. If you add too much, just kind of blend it in like that. and get back in your pink, and you know, you can go back over it again. This is called wet on wet. You're kind of blending it while your paint's still wet. Some people like to shade with different colors, but I just like the way this makes it look. It just kind of does its own thing, and you get a conglomeration of colors going on, you know, shades of the pink. All right, so there's that part. All right, so I'm gonna come up here to the top and we're gonna do the same thing. So, and you think, oh gosh, I got too much. Well, then just dip back in your pink and we'll mix it back out. Let me get it all wet again. And I did just a touch of white. So you're kind of giving it the essence of that, those little humps that are kind of in the back. Like the stem's going to come right here from the middle. So I hope I'm making sense. But y'all see how that white just kind of, just get a little bitty bit on your brush. I mean, and you think it's too much, then you can always add more, or you can cover it back up, okay? So do y'all see how that's giving it that kind of a 3D look almost? You're seeing behind all that back there. But a lot of that's going to get covered up anyway. But that's how I did the first one. So see, now I'm just kind of coming back because I can't quit messing with it. If you think it needs a little bit more something over here, just come over here and add a little more. See how I got that big bold right there? So I'll just get a little pink on my brush and come back and we'll just blend it right on in. So don't be scared to add that white and let the white kind of do its thing. But see, you kind of get the appearance that it's this, you know, your little round ribs is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Sandra. Oh, wow, Shirley. Oh, my goodness, you had it 2 weeks ago. Bless your heart. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to be done if I can't quit touching it with my brush. Okay, so I'm going to put my brush up. Okay, so let me show y'all my paint puck from this view. So here's my thing, and I don't know if y'all can see in the bottom, it's got, you probably can't see it now, but it's got all those little nibs on the bottom, and basically it just gets the paint off your brush a lot easier. That's all it does. And then it has little holders where you can hold your paint brushes and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of let this dry. And then we're gonna do the stem. So see, y'all can do that. I did an oval, and then I did a side part. And if you don't want to do the top, you don't have to. Alright, so I'm just getting that dry. And we're going to work on our stem, and of course it's going to dry some while we're working on the stem. Okay, so see, it's starting to shape like a pumpkin, except, yeah, I know this looks weird, but it's not going to once we get this part done. Alright, let me find my paintbrush. This is a Filbert. Filbert it's a flat brush, okay? But it's rounded at the end, whereas like this is a flat, straight across. This is called a Filbert. This is a Filbert as well. So see how it's rounded at the tip. That's like my fave. I love to be able to do my curves and all kinds of stuff with it. That's my paintbrush of choice when I do stuff. It's on Amazon. Look at it. It's all, it's just a cheapie from Amazon. But the cord is short, so I had to have it on extension cord. All right, I've got burnt umber. And we're going to do the wet on wet too, but I'm also, this is called burlap. This is a new color for me. I thought it was pretty. It's called burlap, but just like basically a dark and a light brown, a tan. And then of course I'm going to dip into my white again also. So we're going to imagine where the stem is going to be. So this is the original. So of course your stem is going to come up and over, or you know, it's going to go this way. So whichever way, but this one does have the little the little parts that come out on the top, but of course it's covered up. So you just kind of picture a stem. So like I said, basically when you paint, you are breaking things down into shapes. An oval, half ovals, and then we just do little humps on top. So just don't make it harder than it is. When you look at the whole painting as one, you think, oh, I can't do that, that's too much, blah, blah, blah. Because you're looking at the whole thing as one piece instead of breaking it down into basic shapes. That's the whole key to art, okay? These came from Amazon. They're called Go Tidal. I don't know. I just get them from everywhere. Oh, where'd I get the brush holder? It's called a Paint Puck. You can see it there, Paint Puck. They have a website. I think Amazon has them too. I got mine on the website a while ago. All right, so I'm going to just paint my basic, this is burnt umber. I'm going to paint the basic stem shape, okay? So I'm just going to kind of do like this. And you just make your stem, okay? Just make it whatever size, because you know, like I do, all stems are not the same. They're cut different. They chop them off. They look funny. Some of them are short. Some of them are long. So it's really not a right way to do your stem, okay? So there's my basic outline of my stem. Mine's all wonky too, so don't worry. And then I'm going to come out here and make some of those little, you know how the stem, how it kind of attaches onto the pumpkin? I don't know what those are called. It looks like roots or something. That's what I'm doing here. So just kind of make you some little, and these are going to more than likely be covered up, so don't stress too much about them, okay? But if you wanted just to paint a pumpkin, you could just paint a pumpkin, okay? And not put the flowers on it. So now, it's still a little wet. I'm just going to come back and add some more. But after you get your basic shape, you can go back in and fix the shape of your stem and whatever you want to do. Now I'm going to get a little burlap, and I'm going to get a little of that brown. I probably got a little bit too much of that burlap. And I'm going to start kind of coming in here like this and just giving it, if you get too much, go back in your dark, giving it a little bit of, just kind of gives it a little highlight of the brown. I'm going to go right in my white just a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of, but see, that's what I love about wet on wet. It's going to do the shading kind of for you. You're going to get all these different mingledy colors of brown. Kind of like where the light hits it and it makes it a different color. And you just want to kind of just keep going until you get what you like. So I'm just kind of using the tip of my brush and putting some where I would think that maybe, you know, a little lighter, the light's hitting it or what have you. Just to give it a little bit of a shadow kind of deal. But y'all see where I'm talking about on the wet on wet. So there's my stem. Let me see what y'all are saying. If you get disgusted, take 10 steps back. Yes, Debbie. If you just get overwhelmed with it, that's the truth. Step back and look at it, or either take a picture of it and look at the picture, or you can walk away from it for a little while and then come back to it, and you'll probably have a little bit of a clear mind about what you need to do. But every picture goes through its ugly stage, okay? So don't think, oh, it's so ugly, but it's going to go through that part. All right, so I think I'm through with my stem because I'm just going to let it dry, and then because a lot of this is going to be covered up. See how a lot of that's covered up, but it does have those little things under there. So that's what it's going to look like. So I think y'all can do this part, right? Uh-oh, I keep freezing up. Uh-oh. Maybe, I hope it's not me. right, I'm going to get that mostly dry. So see, all this down here is dry. Oh, thank you. I like my shirt. Hey, the Ruffled Daisy by Beth. There's Beth Eaton. She's my friend, the Ruffled Daisy. Y'all go check Beth out. She does some fantastic stuff too. Okay. So now here is our pumpkin. Now, I'm going to do pink flowers and I'm going to do purple. So this is where you just kind of have to imagine in your mind where you want them, okay? So you may put a couple and you go, oh, well, I got to put a pink one over here and a purple one over here, you know, to kind of even it out. So I just kind of imagine in my mind where they need to go, okay? This is called Purple Pizzazz, and I also have Purple Rain, which is they're pretty close, but I'm kind of leaning toward Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Like, gotta love Prince. Okay. It's a pretty color though. And I'm going to use another filbert every time. I love my filberts. Okay, so somebody said they're not freezing there, so it must be her. Maybe she can come back in. It's okay, Lorraine. Just glad you're here. All right, so now I'm gonna grab, this is my purple, but this is gonna be a two-handed painting. Let me see if this is the brush I want. Okay, so this is a filbert, this is a round. I'm gonna put me some more white out here. Now this is where the flowers come in. They're so super scientifically hard, y'all are gonna be shocked when you see how hard they are. They're really not. Okay, so I'm gonna be, that one feels like it's loose. I'm gonna be switching back and forth with my paintbrushes, okay? Because the trick to this is we want the flower to be wet to do the second part to it, okay? I hope that's making sense. But it will when you see. Okay, so I've got my purple, and I think I'm gonna go right here and just kind of make my flower, all right? So I'm just kind of making a circle, basically, but I'm just doing like little scallops, and it really doesn't matter. You'll see, okay? All right, so there's my purple blob that's going to turn into a flower right before your eyes, all right? This is a round. It is a 2 round, but then you're going to take this white, okay? And you're going to kind of just do little swishes all around the center. Start from the center and work out. And what's going to happen is that purple paint is going to mix in with that white. And you may have to kind of wipe your brush off when it starts getting a lot of purple on it. And then you're just going to kind of do these little swishy things. They're almost like little commas all the way around your flower. And that's going to make your rose. I told y'all it was so scientifically hard. It's really not. You just kind of keep doing your thing like this. You just keep swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. So your white and your purple mix together, and it makes a whole nother shade of purple. So you see that dark undertone, but then you see the lavenders, and then you see the white, like you're looking down to a flower. So it's just like that, you have a flower. All right, so let's do another purple one. Let's see. Let's do a big one right here. So I'm going to just, I'm not being stingy with my paint either. I'm just doing a big purple rain blob right there. Real pretty blob. Okay. Then you're going to take your white again. Like I said, if you get purple on it, too much purple on it, then wipe it off on your plate and kind of start over. Start in the center, right here. And you're just going to kind of do like that. So you got like 2 little parentheses. And then instead of going on top of that one, you're going to go to the side and to the side. And then everywhere they meet right here, do one there. But then you're just going to kind of start doing them here and there and random everywhere. But you want to do this while it's wet, because you want that purple and the white to marry together and make a little lavender. Let me wipe my brush off. I got too much purple on it. Kind of start again. So you just the more you do it, the more you're gonna not see the dark. So it just depends on, you got to get it to your liking. Just like that. Okay, so that's what I have so far. If it looks too white to you, you know, put a little purple back in it. Get a little purple on your brush and put some purple back in it. And get rid of some of that white. Now come back over here and do some more on, if you don't, that one's not big enough, then you just come out here and we'll do some more. So there's 2 flowers. All right, I think I'm going to put my purple to the side and wipe my brush off, get all the purple out of it, and we're gonna go, let's do some pink. I wanna do a darker pink. This is called Joyful. Let me shake it up. And we're going to do some more. And you can do as many colors of pink if you want to, or flowers as you want to. You don't have to do them all 2 colors or whatever. You can do them all different, okay? So I'm going to come right here. And I don't know if I didn't shake that up well or what, but there it goes. You know, they probably sit on the shelf at Hobby Lobby for no telling how long until somebody buys the paint. All right, there it goes. It looks right. So it settles, so I have to shake it good. So I just bought that pink about a week ago. So you can let them overlap a little bit if you want. If you want that flower to be in front of or behind or whatever. So we're going to make that one just like this. So see, I think y'all can do this so far. Yes, Janice, this is just regular craft paint. You know, $1 a bottle craft paint. You can use Apple Barrel, Craft Smart from Michaels, or, you know, whatever. These are just happen to be deco art. So I'm just gently going into that purple over there, trying not to get purple in my flower, but why did I do that? Why did I get pink on, stick paint that in the pink? Hold on. Gotta get a paper towel. I got a paintbrush in each hand. Oh, there's one in my hand. Hello. Okay. So I'm gonna get my little round brush and the white. Can y'all see? And I'm gonna start in the center. And just start making little swishies. You just swish away. And it's going to become a little rose or a little flower. Or some kind of flower. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure at all. I'm just barely skimming the canvas with my tip of my brush. So you don't have to press down. Just kind of let the brush do its work. And you don't have to push down so much. But if you want to come back in here and kind of blend that in a little more and get rid of the whiteness, you can. You can come on up into this flower if you want to. Like they're overlapping a little bit because they're about dry by now. I'm just being careful. Just like that. So see, look how pretty that is. I know. See, Carol, it's if you look at it all at once, you're like, oh, I can't do that. But if you break it down, it's not as bad. What would you ever do a different color for the inner color? I have tried it. I mean, you can probably, as long as it's a lighter contrasting color, I think it would be fine. But to get those different shades and hues of the pink and the purple, you know, that white's gonna add that for you. All right, so let me get some more pink. That is a really pretty pink. So I guess I'm gonna go right here, and let's add one here. To me, that's the hardest part, is trying to decide where to put them. Because I'll start thinking it's not symmetrical and all that kind of thing. All right, so you're gonna start in the center and just start making little swishies. I told y'all this was like real scientifically hard. And you don't have to make them perfectly round, because, you know, they're not going to be looking at it at a different angle. You know, it's not going to be perfectly round. I know I'm missing a lot of... Renee, you have this shirt too? Yay! The canvas is just from the Dollar Tree. It was one from Crafter's Square, and it's an 8x10. And it can even be just a canvas board. It doesn't even have to be a canvas. You could paint it on cardboard if you want to. It doesn't matter. So you can practice on cardboard or whatever. If you don't want to mess a canvas up, do that. I know you got some Amazon boxes or something around there, especially with it going to be getting close to the holidays. You're going to have lots of boxes probably. All right, so there's our pink one. And so now I have to sit here and look at it, and I'm like, well, what does it need? It needs another one because I need to have an odd number. I don't want to have an even number. So I think I'm going to put that original pink that we used. I'm going to put a little of that on my canvas. Well, no, I'm not. Because I think I need it to be purple. So let's take this purple pizzazz that I started to use in the beginning, because it's going to be a little bit different. Okay. It's a little different color. So I'm just going to use the same paintbrush I had, even though it's got Purple Rain on it. And I'm going to come right here and make another flower. Maybe a smaller one. Right there. Because I need to have an odd number. I think it looks funny with the even. Alright, so there's my purple pizzazz. And then I'm just going to come in here and start. And there is a little pink on my brush. And it's looking kind of cool, actually. So I'm not upset about it because I didn't clean the brush off. I'm going to wipe it off now, though, because it's got too much paint on it. But it has a little bit of pink in it, which kind of looks neat. I know y'all probably can't see it. See what y'all are saying. Thank y'all. Mix the pink and the purple. Oh yeah, why don't I do that? I'm just barely gonna dip in this pink like that. And then I'm gonna dip in the white and see what I can get. I think I didn't get enough. I mean, sometimes you just have to kind of experiment and play a little bit and see what happens. And then you might be delightfully surprised that you did it. It's like, oh, that turned out really pretty. Just put a little pink in there and see. Okay. So I think that's good. I got 5 flowers, so I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to put my brushes in my water. Y'all okay out there? Everybody's all right? I can't see y'all. Or y'all can't see me. The way I'm looking at it, the purple flowers at the bottom look like Jesus' face. Oh my goodness, are y'all seeing faces in my flowers? Y'all are funny. Okay, so now we're going to get to the leaves part. Now this is the part I don't like as much because I'm not real good at leaves. But, alright, so I'm going to show y'all the original again. So there's the original one. So we're going to draw some leaves and little vines maybe. And then we're going to do some tendrils. I mean, we're almost done. And y'all were worried. It's going to take all night, right? This is Fresh Fern. It's folk art. I just like this color. It is thicker paint. Folk art is a lot thicker to me than any of the other colors or any of the other brands. I'm going to use a little bit of a... This is avocado. So see my difference in my greens? And I also have this color, Shamrock by Anita's. So I've got a variant of greens. So I don't want it all to be just one green. So let's get some avocado. And then I'm going to put a little Shamrock. Just a little bit in case I need it. Come on. There we go. So they're very different in color of green. So see my greens? Avocado, Fresh Fern, Shamrock. So, now, this is the part I don't like I said, because I'm not real good at this part. And I probably get in too big of a hurry, and that's why. Juliet is really easy. Like I said, break it down into your basic shapes. Oval, half ovals or parentheses on the sides. Y'all could eliminate the top humps if you want to. Just do a stem. I mean, you could draw it with your little pencil or your chalk and you'd be fine. These are like swishy circles. I mean, just break it down into basic steps and you just kind of build up from the back, okay? Anita's is Hobby Lobby. All right, this is just, I'm trying to find something with a real fine tip on it. I mean, not necessarily, but I don't like doing the leaves because I'm always worried they're going to be too fat or my vines are going to be too fat or something. So I'm going to start with this. This is a little bitty brush and see if y'all can see it. See? These are from Amazon too. All right, so I'm going to just be a rebel and I'm dipping it all in all the greens, okay? So I'm just going to figure where I think a little vine or a leaf or something would come out. And just kind of draw me a little squigglies. And like I said, I'm over here doing this. So now I'm going to draw me a little leaf on my vine. I told y'all I don't like doing this part. Because like one side will look good and then the other side kind of looks funky. But, you know, we're just going to pretend they're all turned different ways. And, you know, you can just, they look funny. All right, so there's one of my little vines. With my little leaves on it. But you just do where you think it tells you that, you know, where you think it needs like a little leaf or a little vine thing that comes out from the flowers. And we're going to do some tendrils in a minute. So I'm just kind of doing some little leaves here. Thank y'all. Start small, you can always make bigger. That's right, Vicky. Some of y'all are probably expert painters in here and y'all are looking at me going, what in the world is she doing? Everybody has their own different way of doing things, and you can always learn by watching somebody else paint. And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool how they did that. And I don't think that needs anything. I'm gonna dip my brush in a little bit of white. Well, I say it's gonna a little bitty bit of white. I'm gonna get some of it off though. And then I'm just gonna kind of come in here real lightly and just kind of run it down my leaves. And that's just gonna give that, because it is still wet. Like if your leaves had a little shine on them or something. That's what gives it the texture and the contrast that makes it look real. And it's all still wet. Okay, so see how that looks? No, Tanya says it all the time. Yeah, Tanya can paint with Hummingbird Paintery. I love to watch her paint. Her eyes on her little characters are just the greatest, and it just amazes me. It's drop dead gorgeous. An angle brush, yeah, for my leaves. Oh, yeah, the little, I don't even have one out here. I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, that's what I need. So then if you think, okay, I'm going to go big and bold, so I'm going to go right here. And I'm just going to paint a leaf, like the flowers of the leaf of the flower is sticking out. And that's way too green. So I'm going to add some more. Yeah, Lord, I hope Tanya ain't on here watching me. She'll be like, this is what you need to do. Because she's probably cringing. All right, so I'm just barely dipping it in the white and, you know, giving it a little bit of that. Whatever that is. So then I'll probably come over here and I'll probably draw another leaf. You know, and it's just like 2 parentheses and kind of let them meet at the bottom. That's all it is. Basic shapes. Y'all can do that. And I do this a lot when I get super stressed. I'll come out here usually late at night or on the weekend or something. And I'll just, you know, usually I'll have something on my mind I want to paint. And I just come out here and this is what I do sometimes. I don't do it a lot. I do it some, but it's a great way just to kind of unwind and, you know, put it all on canvas and let it just, you're sitting here in the moment and you're concentrating on what you're doing. And it's just a great stress reliever, actually, because you are just mindlessly creating something and it's just coming to life right before your eyes. And it's just amazing sometimes. And if it's a total flop, then oh well. Nobody else has to see it. But, you know, you did something and it served its purpose at the moment and gave you a little bit of relief and time to yourself where you just sat here and kind of went off in another world in your mind and created something that nobody's seen before. Because it came from you. All right. See? What are y'all saying? Yes, good therapy. It is good therapy. It's very good therapy. So you should try it sometime. If you've never painted on a canvas, get you some Dollar Tree ones. Just some little cheap canvases. And you might surprise yourself. You might surprise yourself. And like I said, all my little leaves kind of look different, but that's okay. That's right, Dana. If it's a flop, let it all dry, and then you could gesso back over it, sand it over it. I mean, like I said, start on some cardboard and just kind of practice and play on some cardboard. And, you know, you might be a painter and didn't know it. And you might actually think, wow, I love doing this because it's just like you know, you have to kind of slow down and just take your time. And how often in life do we slow down these days? Not very many. And I usually know I can feel it. I can feel it coming on when it's like I need to sit down and paint. It's like I want to just sit and paint something. So I'm going to put a little leaf over here. It's getting green. So I have to get some of this avocado in here and darken it up a little bit. I don't want it too bright. So I'm going to add a little white in there. That's going to kind of do my shading for me. So let's get some avocado and let's do another one here. But you just kind of let your mind just you know, let the painting tell you what it needs and where it needs to be, and you'll see. You'll just kind of get in the groove of like, oh, I want to do another one. So like I did these 2 pumpkins back to back one night because I painted this one and I had so much fun painting it. It was like, oh, I want to do another one right now. So I had to do metallics. And we'll come back in here and cover some of that up a little bit right there and right there. If you get too much white, then come back in with some green and it'll all mix together. I feel like Bob Ross. I love to hear him talk though. He likes to whisper. Oh, Debbie, you love my laid back style. I mean, that's the only way to be because this is supposed to be fun and laid back. It shouldn't be stressful at all. It's too green. I had to add some green, some avocado. But you can add whatever you want to add. If you want to add some vines or if you just want to add leaves or whatever, then you just add, like I said, whatever you think it needs, just add that. Let it tell you what you think it, you know, what it needs. Like, oh, it needs something over here. Well, let's do something over here. And I'm going to come in here. That's getting too green for me. It's too bright. So, add a little white in there. And it's going to make it little shadows. I forgot this one. This paintbrush is so small. And it is kind of about the paintbrush. I mean, these are not expensive paintbrushes, but it's about, you know, letting it do what it's supposed to do. This is a little detail brush, so I'm letting it do the details. Alright, so there's that. Y'all see that? And see it up close. So much fun. And you could just keep going. Put a leaf over here, a leaf over there. Actually, I think I need one right here. After you sit back and look at it for a second and you think, oh, I need something up here. There's a spot that needs something. So you just add something. Oh, that's too much white. Just add whatever you want. This is all yours. You do what you want to do. Alright, so I gotta let that dry a little bit. Y'all are so sweet. I am not an expert by any stretch, but I know y'all can do this. You really, really can. You can do this. I just don't want to mess up my leaves when I go over it with my tendrils. This is an 8x10. It's just a plain old Dollar Tree 8x10. Nothing fancy at all. And you like this one, the first one I did, it's on it's actually on a board. So from Dollar Tree, I'm sure. The flowers are amazing. See, they're just little swishies. Just little swishies. Easy peasy. I know y'all can do that. Oh, it's a stress reliever to watch. I know, I love to watch people paint. Okay, my friend Cindy with Art Shattered, you know, she paints on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock. And I love to watch her. And she loves, like I do, she likes the wet on wet. And lets the shading kind of, you know, she uses different colors, but she lets it kind of shade while it's wet. And I love that. And so she kind of paints the same as I do a little bit. But she's really good too. So y'all should go watch her. And here's the one, let me show y'all really quick. The one that I did in her group with these same flowers, and then she added glass to it. These are the same exact flowers. They're just really bright colors. But you see that it's got resin. This is really heavy, so I'm having to hold it. But this is glass. And then this, you know, she poured, the whole thing is covered in resin. So I don't know if y'all can see. but it is really pretty. And that resin makes those flowers look so soft and just pop. See, look at the blue. And then I did the pink and like a yellow, and this is a green. But it is gorgeous. This is what kind of art she does. Her page is called Art Shattered. And she'll be live Wednesday at 6. But she has, I know y'all, and I got to do my Christmas trees. She did the Christmas tree challenge thing, and they did Christmas trees. I still got to do mine. My poor little canvases and all are sitting in a box. And where's my, here it is. I got to get some more brown and burlap. That was a new color for me, but I don't know. That looks like linen almost. It's light. Let me get some white. Okay. All right. So now I've just got my brown, my burnt umber, and my burlap, and my white out again. And this is a brand new stiff paintbrush. I think these are from Amazon. It's just a little, it's detail brush. It's very tiny. So we're going to do our little tendrils for our pumpkins. Now this is the best part to me. The fun part, this is the part that I love, is the little tendrils. So I'm dipping, dip, 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 dip. I'm just dipping, okay? All those little colors are on here. So if you were gonna like write with your pen, and you were gonna write your name in cursive, that's what you're kind of gonna do. So I just kind of start up here by the stem, and then I'm just gonna kind of do this. And let me get a little more burnt umber. So you're just kind of do little squigglies. Like that. And you can sing and make noises like I do when I do mine. It's lots more fun when you do that. When you make little sound effects. Alright, so, and don't be scared to turn your canvas too. You can turn it any which way you want. There's no rule against turning your canvas. Let's see, let me do that one a little darker and put a little more. I just like to mix those colors so it gives it a little bit of a contrast, I guess. And let's do one. Let's do a big one. Whoop. And see, that pulled a little green into it. I'm totally okay with it. It pulled some of that green, but that's okay. It might be green, a little green on the vine. Who knows? All right. So let's do, I'm going to do one up this way. So you just do them however you want. If you want to carry it on out, after you see where they go and you're like, okay, I want to carry that on out there, then just carry them on out there. So I just kind of do swirls, and then I just kind of lift up, and that gives it that little pointy tail like that. See, don't be scared. Just do it. Just do it. Makes it all pretty. Okay. Now, if you wanted to come in and shade over this your little ribs, you can do that. I like the way mine looks. I don't want it to look too drawn, I guess is the best way to put it. So I'm gonna try that a little bit. So is it looking okay, y'all? See my little tendrils? Now, and after I got to this point, I was like, well, I think it needs a little something extra. So now I'm going to splatter it. So see all this splatter out here? I did white and black. I just thought it needed a little something something. So that's what I did. So I'll show y'all how I splatter. Oh, I need a toothbrush out here is really what I need. But I had this brush and it's real stiff. It's a filbert, but the bristles are like really stiff like a toothbrush. I I'm going to get it wet with water, and then I'm going to get a little bit of white paint on it. And I'm just going to kind of mix this up like on my plate and get my bristles all wet and paint and all this. And then I'm just going to take it and flick it like this. And yes, you'll get it all over. Toothbrush works really good. I mean, don't be scared to get it all over your pumpkin, but you don't have to do this if you want to. I just thought the background needed a little something. So that's what I did. All right, so see, we got all these little splatters. Isn't that cool? All right, and then I'm going to, ooh, green on my fingers now. Let me wash this off, and then I'm going to do the same with black, y'all, and we are done with this picture. Can you believe it? All right, so I just washed it off, and I'm going to get a little water on it and get a little bit of black, and I'm going to do just a little bit of black on my splatter on my pumpkin. All right, so same thing. I just got it kind of wet with some paint. And that's all she wrote. Don't it look cool? So easy. I know y'all can do this. But I gotta write my name on here. Look at this poor paintbrush. Bless his heart. He's had a hard life. All right, so this, to me, it's hard to write my name with a paintbrush. Like I'm just going to put L. Valentine. Ooh, it's paint. Some people don't sign them. Some people do. Sign it on the side. Doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. But there it is. There's the pumpkin. So here's the first one. And they're all going to look different. There's my first. There's the one I just showed y'all. I mean, I could have put more flowers. This one has more. You could do less. You don't have to do the flowers. It's just totally up to you, but they're all going to look different. And like this one, I went crazy with flowers. And that's all the metallics. But you know, do what you feel like it needs. I was been therapeutic just to watch. Y'all are so funny. But look how cute. But see, they're totally different. Ta-da! I mean, you're going to get a different result every single time. Because, you know, it's not going to be exactly alike. So now let's see if I can flip y'all this way. And flip you that way. And I should be normal. I should be normal now. But yes, look how cute it is. See? Look how cute. So if you're seeing this, this is your sign to go and call tomorrow and get your mammogram. See, that's carousel pink is what we used, I think. And this is, I don't know what this color was. I can't even remember. But you're going to get different every time. But those flowers are so simple. I mean, everybody's like, oh, you need to do a class on those flowers. And I'm like, they're so easy. I hate to just even do a class. I'm just going to do it all live because they're so easy, but they just look so pretty when it's done that way. But yeah, somebody asked about doing it a different color. Just experiment. I mean, just get you some cardboard and get your cut paints and just play and experiment with different colors, and you might come up with something like just totally awesome. And that'll be like your signature thing. But yeah, you could even put a flower down here. Now I'm kind of looking at it thinking, kind of needs just like a little flower down here. just keep adding and adding. But let me show you this one up close. And this sucker's heavy. It's on a big canvas though. It's like on a big sturdy canvas. But the glass and the resin make it so heavy. But these are the same flowers. And it's a gray background. I just kind of did a gray with white kind of mixed background. And to see the glass, isn't that beautiful? gorgeous. And I need to hang it somewhere, but it just sits up on that shelf because I like to look at it. It's so pretty. So if you like that, Cindy does that every Wednesday night on her page. But she's local to me, so I see her all the time. On the metallic pumpkin, what colors? I think I have like this pearlescent color, so you can kind of see the light shining on it. I want to say I did maybe like a parchment, antique parchment or something off-white. And then I did that pearl, it's like a pearl, hold on, pearlescent like color over the top maybe. This is Martha Stewart, but it's a pearl, but I don't know if that's what I used or not. I can't remember. But, you know, they have metallic, I have it too, I just can't put my hands on it. But it's, Craftsmart has like a white pearl looking color, but then I did the golds and the coppers and the, there's a rose gold up here. It's really pretty. And I just tried it with those paints and just see what I got, and that's what I got. It's just gonna look totally different. See? So pretty. So, I know, Karen, I love the resin piece too. Stephanie, you do need to try it. It's so therapeutic, and you might decide, you know what? I think I'm going to start painting a lot, because it's just, even if nobody sees it, it's just for you. And then you might find out you're really good at it. And who knows, you know? You never know till you try. I mean, I'm not an expert at all by any stretch, but you should do more. This is fun. I'll have to do more. I like doing it. I have to be in the mood to do it. Like, you know, and I was like, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm doing today. Why can't I see comments up here? Why is there not? I don't know. Can't see comments up here. Where did I get the flowers on the other board? It's glass. So, I did the painting in her group. They're painted on. I painted them just like I did these. And then she puts, that's what she does. She does glass resin art. These are like little piles of crushed glass. That's glass. And then she resins over the whole top of the whole thing. But those are pieces of crushed glass. So you can see the shards and stuff. It's beautiful. I'll wait till y'all get us do my Christmas trees. And y'all, a bunch of y'all did the Christmas tree thing. Sandy, I inspire you. Well, that's so sweet to say. I want to see y'all's in the group. Y'all try. Nobody's going to make fun of you, I promise. I've got paintings that I have painted over 3 times because it was awful. So, oh, Judy posted the Beware, yes. And I want to say they're having a big sale right now. Susan, I know. I can't wait to do the trees. It's just, it was crazy the week that she did it. And my friend was here. And so I didn't want to like take away time from her to do the trees, and I knew I could go watch it anytime. So I haven't done mine yet. They're still, the canvases are all still sitting in the box. But I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them because I've been wanting them for a long time. Hit the little white box on the left to see comments. I know, it's like, I don't know. It's like a little check. I don't know what that is down. I'm scared to touch it. Because, oh, there it goes. I see it now. But I can see them faster over here for some reason. Oh, Vicky, she did the sunflowers on the in the glass and resin. It's so pretty. Yay, y'all gonna try the painting. I cannot wait to see y'all's. Just try. Just get you a piece of cardboard and try. You don't even have to paint it on a canvas. Just, you know. Then you just don't like it, just kind of sand it a little bit if it's got some bumps and humps, and just paint white over it and start over. Oh, so easy. And you might decide, hey, I'm a painter. I'm gonna paint. Let us watch you do your Christmas. Well, it was the Christmas trees in her group. She did like a Christmas tree workshop, and it was 3 trees, and she teaches it. And the resin, and the glass, and all that stuff. So it's her class that she teaches. This is the 8x10. And this was too. This is just like a board. Yeah, it's Dollar Tree. It's just a little board. You know, they have the boards and the canvases. And I didn't have a board, so I had to do it on canvas. Oh, paint more with y'all. Okay, I have to paint. We'll have to paint something for Christmas. I have to figure out something for Christmas. Oh, how descriptive I am, Sandra. I probably say the same thing 3 times over. Little turkey. Oh, the turkey behind me right here. Yeah, he's from the little my little mini subscription group. Isn't he cute? He is cute. This was this month's October's box. His little sits on this little stand, and then somebody said his little feet are supposed to go like right here, but somebody in the group said, "Hey, why don't you do them where they're dangling legs?" Well, we all had to do them dangly legs. So yeah, that's why he's got dangly legs. A Santa. Oh, a Santa. I don't know if I'm that good to do a Santa. Have y'all seen the ones Tanya on Hummingbird Paintery has painted? She's been showing all her Santas today, and I'm like, dang, girl. Faces are hard. Sherry, I'm going to restock the Christmas stuff in my shop. I still have just a few more orders to fill. Y'all, I sat out here for 9 hours yesterday and filled orders. And I ain't kidding. From 11:30 to about 8:30 last night, I sat out here and filled orders. And then I did some today, and I have a few to do tomorrow, and then I'm going to start cutting to restock. So it will be restocked hopefully by the end of the week, and hopefully the Christmas trees are going to be restocked. It just depends on when these get here. I ordered them that night, so that hopefully they'll go out and I'll get them by the end of the week, but we'll see. But I got to do the back. Still got to do the back. Oh, you have this in long sleeve? See, it's still hot here. We don't get cool until, like maybe the end of the month or maybe November. Sometimes it just depends. Oh, Vicky did a pilgrim out of Jenga blocks. I crack you up. Somebody said, you cracked me up because she's like, oh, you need to paint this. Well, you need to go watch so-and-so. Because I just paint out of, like, I see something, and then I just like, oh, I want to paint that. And then I'll feel the stress just building up, and I'll come out here, and I'll just sit in the quiet, and I'll just put it on canvas. So, yeah. So, that's sometimes how things happen. But try it. It is a great stress reliever. It's something about putting a brush and a paint on canvas that I don't know, it's something so therapeutic about it, whether it looks good or not. So, hey, Shelly. Night, Carol. Thank y'all for the hearts. And I'm going to get off. I want to see y'all's pumpkins in the reveal group. The Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. I want to see your pumpkins. If I can do it in front of, 1,000 people earlier, then y'all can paint it by yourself and put it in the group. So that's your challenge. You're going to do a pumpkin. And oval, parenthesis, circle, 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 and then a stem. Y'all got this. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Schedule your mammogram. This is your sign, okay? If you haven't had your mammogram this year and you're due one, you need to call and schedule it. This is your sign. Schedule your mammogram. Might save your life. You never know. Oh, Judith, you're so sweet. I need y'all too. Charlie Brown Christmas tree with some ornaments. He'd just be like a one little branch and then a ball at the end. So, good night, y'all. All right, I'm going to go. Thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all for watching me paint. And we'll have to do this again. So, I will see y'all Thursday. I got to see what we're going to come up with then. Probably, maybe Christmas. All right, guys. Love y'all. Be safe. Have a good week. Weather's supposed to be bad here tomorrow. If it's bad where you are, you be safe. Love y'all. See y'all later. Bye, guys.